Hello, everybody. I just wanted to very quickly mention the Aldi yarn drop in the UK for September 2024. So there was a little bit of confusion with regards to my local store. My cat has come to sit on the lap as well. Apologies for that. There we go. There was a little bit of confusion for the UK's stores. I rang the main helpline for Aldi yesterday. Unfortunately, you can't get through, to my knowledge, you can't get through to the local shops. However, you do get through to the main, I guess, call centre. And I was told that there had been delays in the yarn being dropped, in the special priced yarn and so on, which confused me a little bit because I just wanted to confirm whether it was in or not. They said it wasn't. I was a bit confused because I had seen other people who had been and got their yarn, and they were indeed from UK stores, as I know that there was also Aldi in America and so on. So I went in this morning. Today is Sunday. And well, I say this morning, it opened at 10 o'clock, and everything was there. Normally, I'm one of the last people to get hold of anything, and I miss the coolest stuff like the yarn cakes and things. But this time, I was able to actually get a hold of some of the best stuff. So I just wanted to show you a few things that I'd got here. Every single piece of yarn, ball of yarn or cake of yarn or whatever it was there, was all priced at £1.29. In my experience, Aldi I like their yarn. It's certainly not the best, but it's definitely not the worst. And for the price, I think it's really fantastic. Especially if you're making scrappy blankets or all sorts of things. So anyway, I got there today and it was brimming full. So I've got multiple of each colour, but let me just bring the colours forward to you. So, what happened there? So this is not the first and most important necessarily. Let me just see if the light helps. Does that help at all? I'm not sure. No, that doesn't help at all. Turn that back off. Okay. So this is ombre yarn in red. It's 80% acrylic and 20% wool. And that's really, really good considering that this was £1.29. So it's 100 grams. And I don't know if you can see with the lighting, up there is a few little snacks I got from Aldi as well, because it'd be rude not to. Don't know if you can see from the lighting, but it ombres through from. Let's see if I can put this on again and show you. 1 second. If it'll just focus a little bit. That's a bit better. So ombres through from almost a red down to a pink, down to an orangey pink, lighter pink, and then the very lightest pink. It feels to be more than a double knit to me, a DK weight. I don't think it's quite an Aran weight, but I did have a look on the back. Let me turn this light off, it's not helping at all. I did have a look on the back for suggestions, as DK weight is usually suggested for a crochet hook of 4 millimeters, and it's suggesting a 5.5. So I think I'm correct when I feel it, and I think it's a little bit more than a standard DK weight. Anyway, so this one is ombre yarn in red. It's beautiful. I love it very much. I've got 6 of these. The next one I've got is, let's have another look. I think that's the only ombre one I got. The other ones I got were rainbow rainbow yarns. And as opposed to going from one colour slowly changing, it's variegated, so it will come out really nice. Again, this one is 80%, oh, there we go, 80% acrylic and 20% wool, 100 grams, and hopefully you might be able to see the colours there. They are beautiful. Kind of gives me a mermaid sea kind of, a seascape kind of feel to it. Very, very beautiful indeed. Again, I got 6 of these. I also got the next lot of rainbow yarn, which is pink and lilac. Again, 100 grams, 80% acrylic, 20% wool, which is fantastic for £1.29 each. You really can't go wrong. And again, it's variegated yarn, so it changes itself. Again, it feels, so for the rainbow yarn, I assume they want the same hook size. Yeah, so it says here as well a 5.5mm hook size for crochet, which is not what they normally recommend, or is what normally is recommended for a DK weight. So it feels like a bit thicker, so it might run up quicker. And the last one I got, so I got 6 of those, and the last one I got was another rainbow yarn, and this is multi, so it's all the colours. This reminds me of, like, remember Hundreds and Thousands? They used to go on the top of birthday cakes or ice creams, or, well, this does look like a birthday cake to me, actually. So yeah, 80% acrylic, 20% wool, 100 grams, and I got 6 of these. Now, there was also lots and lots of other colours of standard yarn as well. There was a lot of baby yarn out, which was beautiful, but it's not something that I personally feel that I would be working with, so I didn't go for that. I also didn't go for any standard wool this time because it's the first time I've ever been able to make it in time to get to the cool stuff, so I focused on that instead. I'm not going to be opening any of these just yet, because I am making the viral star 6-day star blanket by Betty McKnits. If you want to have a look at that, she has a free tutorial online, and lots of various ways to access that. And I'm hoping to show you progress. I mean, I've got quite far with it, but I'd like to show you progress of that. Partly the reason for doing that is I wanted to get rid of, let's see if I can just grab it very quickly. I won't be able to pull it out because it's far too big. But I just wanted to be able to get rid of a lot of the colours that I had around, but that just, you know, I'd had for far too long and clearly weren't being used. And so what I'll do in some time is I'll pull this out and show you it unfolded and so on. But it's coming out beautifully, and I'm really impressed with this entire thing. It's a real pleasure to make. It keeps my brain active because each row is slightly different. You'll see on the pattern if you do end up having a look, but the rows are in sets of 1 to 7, and then it repeats 1 to 7, 1 to 7, except for the very starting rows, which is how you start the blanket off. So it always feels like something different, and by the time you've gone from 1 to 7, going back to 1 again, I think it's 2 to 7, I beg your pardon, 2 to 7. By the time you've got back to number 2, you are ready and excited to do that again. So it really does keep me activated and excited. So I really am ploughing on through this, and it's also using up a lot of yarn which I've loved, but I just haven't found any use for so far. So that's where we are for now. When I do come to be opening these, when I decide what I'm going to actually use them for, I will certainly make a video. Meanwhile, though, I hope that everyone is happy and everyone's safe. In my personal opinion, in the local store near me, there was plenty more of these. So I didn't feel bad grabbing as many as I did. As I said, I got 6 of each. So I didn't even make a dent in the bins that they're all inside. Okay, I'll keep you updated. I'll let you know how we're getting on with this very shortly, and yeah, keep going. Okay, happy crafting.